Hi everyone, by now you all know I'm Dylan, and in this presentation I'm going to show you the personal, professional and official uses of social media. To begin with, the profession I am using is that of a cinematographer. I will talk about their individual purposes and goals. Using the personal account persona, I will discuss its challenges that can be faced as well as the mitigation strategies to avoid and reduce the impact of the situation. Then, I can use Megan Paul's risk analysis matrix to help me with the risks and strategies for mitigation. Finally, I can go on to show the strategies for the social media presence. The social media sites I will use to establish a social media presence are Facebook and Instagram. I have chosen them because they are used by so many people and they have so much potential for social media sites as their restrictions are close to none. In Kietzman 2011, the honeycomb model for Facebook shows that Facebook shows it already uses most of the building blocks. Now in today's society, that model would change to show that Facebook uses sharing and groups as well, resulting with Facebook using all building blocks from the honeycomb model. Facebook is a public social networking site, and because of this, it increases the chances for people being able to use it because they don't limit their audience in any way. Using the honeycomb model in the same way for Instagram, it has the blocks identity, presence, relationships, and conversations. Although it has less blocks, the way Instagram has become so popular is by its simplistic, aesthetic style to navigate around the application and ease and enjoyable to do so whilst using it. I believe that Instagram can also fall under the category of public SNS. It's just displayed in a predominantly visual way. This means that it hasn't restricted its audience, and majority of people will want to use the app. The fact that Instagram is a visual application goes to say that it can also be considered as a content-based SNS. For the profession I have chosen, personal use of social media will be for the private use of the cinematographer. This means that they will need to behave appropriately on their own account, but they can make their own posts and share their own content. The purpose of this account is so the cinematographer can participate on social media as themselves in the ways they want. The goal of social media, the goal of the personal account, is for the cinematographer to interact with the social media world whilst also not making or sharing any sensitive or inappropriate content. The purpose of the professional account is for the cinematographer to promote themselves professionally. This is a completely separate account for the personal one, so the content does not get mixed up. The goal of the professional account is to present themselves in a professional manner. They must do this whilst also posting their professional opinions on their page, responding to people's questions for advice, or promoting themselves. The purpose of the official account is to represent the company that the cinematographer works for. They will use this account if they wish to post on behalf of the company, and they will interact with social media without adding their own personality or posts to the content. Adding their own personality to posts or content. The goal of the official account is to inform the audience about things that are going on with the company. In this case, the cinematographer might like to post teaser trailers about their new movie to keep the audience hooked for the new film arrival. I will show you two examples of risks that can happen using the social media, using the risk analysis matrix. Example 1. James Gunn makes several posts several years back as a cinematographer, and these posts are resurfaced by some people who don't like him. The risk is that the cinematographer posts online and their inappropriate comments are found later on down the track, and the cinematographer pays the price. The risk probability is on the individual person. According to Gunn's history, the risk is high, but since he has tried to change his habits, his risk has decreased. Due to the severity of the offensive comments that Gunn made, the risk is high. The mitigation strategies beforehand, Gunn could have had an advisor of the posts that he made. Anything that was inappropriate wouldn't have been posted. And afterwards, Gunn could have addressed his offensive posts, apologized for them online where he made them, and then changed how he tries to make jokes in the future. The second example, Roseanne Barr makes racist jokes about Barack Obama's secretary. These comments are seen by many, and as a result, Roseanne's show was cancelled. ABC wanted to reboot a show called Roseanne, using Roseanne Barr. She made some racist comments that went viral. The risk for ABC is that they have a relation to someone who has a poor reputation. The probability is that in Roseanne's position, the risk is high. In the ABC's position, the risk is low because Roseanne isn't a part of the ABC network. The risk impact is high for ABC because they decide to cancel her show, despite the fact that they could have made lots of profit. The mitigation strategies beforehand, ABC can create a contract stating that if Roseanne is to do anything inappropriate, that they can and they will stop all relations with her. Afterwards, ABC can make a statement that they aren't involved in, have nothing to do with, and don't support what Roseanne has done. Overall public narrative. The cinematographer can run their personal account as they please, post, share, or like whatever they want without being offensive. They can run their professional account for the purpose of promoting themselves and helping others. In regards to the official account, they can use that for business, for the business they are working with. Do's and don'ts of social media. Do make posts if you want to keep people informed. Don't make them with hurtful intent or as jokes. They can be taken badly and have serious consequences. Do like other people's posts and follow their pages, but don't say anything negative on other people's posts. Do create different accounts for different uses, but don't think that those accounts won't be linked back to you. You can send polite messages if you want to connect with someone, but don't be rude or insensitive, as those messages can also come back to haunt you. These are my references. I hope you enjoyed my presentation, and thank you for listening.